All right, well, I'll see you later.
Is it time?
It's time to say goodbye.
Oh.
Just kidding. But Dan Vasc is not kidding when he goes to do a cover song.
Yeah, Conte Partido.
And yes, what she said. Bless you.
Gesundheit.
And what he's covering today is Time to Say Goodbye, with a little bit of an accompaniment by some others, it looks like. That being said, before we go any further, we just want to welcome you to tonight's show and say, hey, there's Savage Reaction Crew. I'm
Stars.
David.
I'm Angie.
I'm a little bit of everything.
I'm a whole lot of rock and roll.
She loves her rock stars, and I love my Savage Reaction Crew. So, yeah, anyway, yeah, we're going to check out this Time to Say Goodbye. You know, I have heard this. Why?
Well, before we get even further down the road.
Well, yeah, we want to make sure that you guys subscribe,
and like,
share,
ring the little bell,
and comment down below. Let us know what you think of the video when we're done, or right in the middle if you've got something really urgent to say.
And this is our Tuesday video. This is Dan Vasc Tuesday.
Dan Vasc Tuesday.
Vasc Nation.
Vasc Nation. Yeah, we love you guys.
We got so quiet there for a second.
I know, like, whoa, why did we drop out? like, the best we can do is give you a quick shout out.
So the format we have now is that we're dropping Dan Vasc videos every Tuesday.
Yes, every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. So yeah, this one was by request. It's Time to Say Goodbye, Conte Partido. This was originally Andrea Bocelli.
And Sarah Brightman.
Love Andrea. What did she sing along in the original?
She sang along too.
I didn't remember her being in the original at all.
Oh, I don't know if she was original.
I thought it was just him.
But she might have been the second version of it. I know she was very early on.
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure he just sang it by himself originally. But I don't know. Maybe not.
I remember hearing this.
It was first performed by Andrea Bocelli.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have the CD somewhere. CD, compact disc.
What's
but
that?
yeah, so this particular one is Andrea Bocelli with Sarah Brightman. Sarah Brightman, if you don't remember, is the original Christine from Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
She's something. She's something.
She's talented. She's a talented
She's very
artist.
talented. She has a beautiful voice. My brother saw her in concert and said he had his opinion about her. She was brought in. She was literally physically carried in like a diva.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
And from what things I've read is that she can be quite the diva, but I mean, she has a beautiful voice and that's great.
I wonder if
I don't know her personally.
I wonder if Ren Stillnight, who I've never heard of before, who is a company, I'm assuming playing the part of Sarah Brightman in this cover. I wonder if she needs to be, if she gets carried in on a couch or something like that. Right. I guess we'll find out. Hey, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Let's do it. Dan Vasc, it makes everything better.
Yes.
Right, Vasc Nation? Like I'm leaning so far away because that's where my microphone is, and I realize I'm like half off the camera trying to talk to it.
Oh, well.
Hello, can you hear me? See, I'm still off the camera again. Hello.
Just bring that closer. And
I can't. It doesn't get any closer. Doesn't get any closer than this.
Let's see. Ta-da. Hey, quit chomping.
All right.
There.
There we go. Okay.
Excellente.
All right. Andrea Bocelli. I love Andrea Bocelli.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Action.
Hit it.
Love it already.
Stop. Do you remember we heard this? Do you remember where we heard it? I mean, I'm sure we heard it before that.
I hate these tests because I'm going to suffer for it later.
The big major place that we heard
this. Oh, I know this. I know this.
You know this.
I know this. I get a ringy dingy if I'm right. Okay. Ready? Here we go. We heard it at the Bellagio.
Bellagio what?
Water show.
In?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, baby.
You got ringy dingies. Yes. Yeah. We haven't heard it in a little while when we've gone to Vegas. We haven't been there to hang around to listen to the.
I know. They've got so many different songs going now.
They've got some more modern stuff going on now, but I loved it. Seeing this song with the Bellagio water show, I cried a little bit.
Little
I
bit.
cried. It brought tears to my eye. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right, let's start it over. Start it again.
Here we go.
Don't interrupt Mr. Bocelli.
Okay.
Or Dan Vasc.
Mr. Vasc.
Mr. Vasc, because it's not Bocelli this time. Oh, I'm excited to hear it because I love Bocelli's version.
Yep.
Quando sono sola sogno all'orizzonte e mancano le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me su le finestre, mostra a tutti il mio cuore che hai acceso. Chiudi.
You know why I could never sing Italian?
No.
I can't roll my R's.
Nah, that's true. Go ahead, honey, do it. Go. Arr.
Ugh.
I love it.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
She sounds like a Wookiee when she does it.
La luce che hai incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai venuto e vissuto con te. Adesso sì rivivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so non esistono più. It's time to say goodbye.
Okay, so Ren Still Night. Still Night. Never heard of her before. Gorgeous voice. Very beautiful voice.
It's an operatic voice. I know to expect it. We're gonna get into this whole freaking.
I don't want to
Nightwish
have that.
thing
I don't
again.
want to have that.
As long as I know to expect it, I know that this is an operatic
It's
kind of
an operatic
so I
song,
know
so-
to expect it. So she sounds fine.
Well,
for
you
an
said
operatic
that Sarah
voice.
Brightman has a beautiful voice, so I assume that
This
based
is
on what you
she-
heard,
She
has a
doesn't
beautiful
sound like
voice.
Sarah Brightman.
No.
There's. I prefer Sarah Brightman. I'm
Okay.
not going to go into the
Cool.
whole thing. I'm not going to go back and forth. I don't want the hate freaking messages that I get regarding my feelings about female voices.
Okay.
I knew what to
Well-
expect with this one. It's a female voice. It is what it is.
She thinks she's fine. I think she's great. I think her voice is pure, crystal clear, absolutely wonderful. Love it.
I want to hear Mr. Vasc now.
Okay.
He's the man.
I'm going to wind it back just one step. And then.
It's time to say goodbye.
Quando sei lontana sogni all'orizzonte mancano le parole e io sì lo so che sei con me, tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me, mio sole tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai venuto e vissuto con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io non so, non esistono più. Con te io li vivrò, con te partirò Hey my friends, thank you very much for watching this video, and a big thank you to Ren Still Night for accepting singing with me. Make sure you go check her stuff. And this song is very special to me because it reminds me of my father a lot. We used to listen to Andrea Bocelli on the car all the time, and then he used to tell me stories about his Italian family, about how it reminded him of his mother singing in Italian, his grandmother cursing in Italian when she was mad at him. It's a very special song to me. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's a couple more videos for you to watch, and I'll see you again in a few days. Until then, have yourself an epic day.
Hey, thank you, Dan. That got you a little emotional, huh, hon?
It did. Here's why. This is a reaction video. We've always been very honest in our reactions. That song is very important to me. It's a song that I've always thought of my father, who passed away when I was 25, so almost 20 years ago. And it's always hit close to home for me. And I prepared myself going into this. And I did not know he was going to be singing with somebody else. So I prepared myself going into this. I thought it was just going to be Dan. And I felt like she might have a great voice. It's not Sarah Brightman. It's not a voice that I prefer. You guys know my feelings on female voices. I felt like she pulled away from his voice. It would have hit me a lot harder and a lot deeper if it had just been Dan Vasc performing that entire song. I felt like she pulled away, she distracted from it. I would have loved to have seen that entire song solely performed by Dan Vasc, and it would have pulled at my heartstrings a lot more. And I would have appreciated it a lot more if it was just Dan and that. That's my opinion, my feelings, my reaction. People can have different opinions, different reactions. It is what it is. People have different preferences. I'm very particular about female voices. I didn't know it was going to be a female voice until we pulled up the video. I thought it was just going to be Dan. And so I had to prepare myself that it was going to be a female along with him. And I would have enjoyed it more, and it would have hit home more for me. And it just would have been better for me if it had just been Dan. That's my opinion.
Yep.
So what about you?
Oh, I mean, for me, I don't want to take away because your reaction was pretty on point and raw, and I totally, having been married to you for 20 plus years, I totally get where that is coming from, emotionally speaking. So I don't want to take anything away from that. I personally loved the song. I remember hearing that song, gosh, I don't know, it was in the 90s and late 90s, and just immediately I was like, oh, I have got to get that on cassette and play it in my car all the time because it's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful song.
Yep, 1995 was when it was first performed by Andrea Bocelli.
Yep. So yeah, so I've been hearing that song for a long time, and I thought that for Dan's part,
he was outstanding. I love Dan.
He was everything you expect from Dan, and then some.
Yeah. Even when they hit
beautiful.
that high part together, I felt like her volume was up a little bit higher than his or something. I would have rather have heard him the way he's hitting those notes and as strong as he can be.
Yeah.
You know.
So, anyway,
it was
awesome.
It was interesting to watch and whatnot. If there was a version out there that was just him singing it, I would prefer that version.
Yeah, she would.
That's all.
She would put it on repeat.
Oh,
in her phone.
Absolutely.
Constantly.
And especially knowing Dan Vasc's, now that we've watched him, his potential and what he can do and everything, I think he could have blown that song out of the water just singing it by himself.
Yep. He can sing the phone book and make it
my goodness,
sound gorgeous.
especially with the video, with the shirt off. Just kidding.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Get there.
I love him. He's great. And you too. I love you too. You're
Thanks,
great. You're
babe.
welcome.
On that note,
Dan Vasc Tuesday. You guys make sure, put your recommendations. We've got a list, and we're going off of the list. He's got how many videos on it? 242 videos. We plan on getting through all 242. And I hear somebody made a comment. He's releasing something before the end of the month.
yay!
So
We're gonna be on top of that.
I'm
And we got a
pretty-
ton of requests, but if he's releasing something soon, we're gonna be on that right away.
Yeah, that might be one we might drop as a special video.
Ooh,
So
I like dropping
not
specials.
necessarily on a Tuesday. We might pick another day to drop that.
All
We'll see.
right.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, you guys. Until next time, everybody. We're glad that you joined us, and I'll just leave you with this. Peace.
Rock on.